My beloved child, fashioned in the secret place of my divine purpose, let not your heart be troubled when waves of exhilaration and shadows of anxiety rise together within your soul. For even the faithful women who first beheld the miracle of my empty tomb trembled with awe and dread, their hearts quaking before the radiant dawn of resurrection glory. Yet, amidst their trembling, a sacred fire of joy was kindled, burning brighter than their fears. Know this, my cherished one. It is no contradiction to cradle both wonder and worry within the fragile vessel of your heart. Come unto me with the fullness of your heart's melody. Bring me your fears, your hopes, your unspoken questions woven in the quiet chambers of your soul. Pour them out without restraint, for my presence is a sanctuary, a refuge where shame dissolves and hesitation finds no foothold. Here, beneath the shadow of my wings, every burden is seen, every tear is counted, and every sigh is cradled in infinite compassion. Let not the foreboding of tomorrow steal from you the sacred joy I offer in this very breath, this sacred now. My invitation is not reserved for days unblemished by sorrow, or when the seas of life lie calm and glassy. Nay, I am with you in the heart of every tempest, in the silent ache of every trial, in the labyrinth of every confusion. My peace is not a fragile ornament, but a mighty river, flowing with courage and serenity, ready to flood your soul when the world offers none. You're never forsaken, for my eyes are ever upon you, and my love, oh, my steadfast love, will pursue you beyond the edges of time and space. Bring me the burdens that weigh down your spirit, no matter how cumbersome, no matter how tangled in grief. Speak to me as a child speaks to a parent whose arms are always open, freely, passionately, truthfully. Cast your cares upon me, for I am mighty to bear them. And lo, the more you relinquish to me, the more room your heart shall find for a joy untouchable by circumstance, a joy unassailable by the shifting tides of man's fleeting days. Remember, O soul of my soul, my love for you is an unshakable fortress, and no force in all creation can sever you from its embrace. When the weight of the world threatens to overwhelm, pause and summon to mind the chronicles of my faithfulness. Recall how I parted the raging sea, cradled my people with manna from heaven, led them through wilderness shadows into lands flowing with promise. I am the light that pierced the darkness, the hope that bloomed where despair had reigned. I am he who rescued the fearful, healed the brokenhearted, comforted the weary. And just as I was then, so am I now, active, alive, weaving your life into a tapestry of grace and redemption beyond your wildest dreams. Time, my precious one, is not your adversary, but your teacher. When prayers seem unanswered, when delays stretch long and dark like the night, do not despair. For even in silence I am working, chiseling faith from stone, teaching you to lean not on fleeting things, but upon me, the eternal rock. Your trials are but stages where my glory shall shine the brightest, where my power shall be made perfect in your weakness. In every hardship, fix your gaze upon me. Expect me to move with wonders, to transform barren places into gardens of testimony where flowers of hope bloom against all odds. Ask boldly, my beloved, for I am the God who does immeasurably more than you dare to dream. Let my spirit breathe new vision into your heart, expanding the borders of your faith. For I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, unchanging in goodness, unrivaled in power. Anticipate miracles not only for you but through you, as vessels of light and rivers of hope flowing into the dry and desperate places of the world. Above all, trust me. Every heartbeat that leans into my promises is a step closer to the abundant life I have prepared for you. Your fears may not vanish like mist at dawn, but they shall lose their grip as you invite me into every shadowed corner. And as you do, my peace, oh, a peace beyond the comprehension of mortal minds, will stand guard over your heart and mind. My joy will well up within you, an ever-flowing spring, refreshing your spirit day by day. My child, I see you. I see your longing for brighter days, and I whisper to you, they are coming. I am the God who holds galaxies in the palm of my hand, yet I have not forgotten you. Your faith, mingled with my power and anchored in my everlasting love, shall birth breakthroughs more magnificent than you can fathom. Each dawn that greets your weary eyes is another call to trust, another chance to pray. Though the battles rage, forces unseen striving to steal your peace, I have seen your struggles, the silent tears, the battles fought, in the hidden places of your heart, and in every moment of despair I was there, closer than your next breath. You think no one sees, no one understands, but I know. I know the weight you carry, the courage it takes to simply rise again. And oh, how it delights my heart that you have not given up. Lay down your burdens, my precious child, cast them at my feet, for I am strong enough to carry them all. I desire your heart, unburdened and free, resting in the boundless depths of my love. For I love you with an everlasting love, and nothing, no height, no depth, no power in heaven or earth can ever change that. Rest now, and know, you are mine. With an everlasting love that stretches beyond the boundaries of time, I call unto you, my beloved. Entrust your heart, your burdens, your weary soul to me, and behold the transformation that shall unfold before your very eyes. Like the dawn breaking over shadowed hills, my power will rise in radiant splendor, illuminating paths where darkness once reigned. Do not doubt, for doubt is a fleeting shadow, but my promises are as steadfast as the ancient mountains. When you believe with the fullness of your heart, and when your faith moves your hands and feet, even the most unyielding mountains of adversity shall tremble and bow before you. You shall walk not as one defeated, but as a child, crowned with victory, for miracles shall bloom in the wastelands where despair once dwelt. O child of my heart, be steadfast. Let not your spirit falter. Stand firm in the good fight, for every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have shed in the quiet chambers of your soul, every fast you have endured, and every word of Scripture you have studied is a beacon in the heavens. My word is not ink on parchment. It is the very breath of life, the map through storms, the compass when the stars are hidden. Immerse yourself in the sacred texts, for within them flows the river of faith, a torrent that will set your heart ablaze with unquenchable hope. Through my written word, you shall know the depths of my heart. There you will find the echoes of seas parted, of giants felled by the faith of the small, of the broken made whole, and of the dead raised to life. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My power does not wane, nor does my love falter. Your faithfulness in the crucible of trials has not escaped my gaze. Behold, I am preparing to pour out blessings, provision, and abundance beyond your imagining. Lift your eyes, for opportunities lie scattered like hidden treasures before you. Be vigilant, for my voice is a soft whisper riding the wings of the wind, a word from a friend, a verse from Scripture, a sudden stirring in your spirit. New doors are being set before you, carved by hands unseen, and when you step through, you shall find my grace has paved the way. You have found favor in my sight, not because the storm ceased, but because you stood when the winds roared. Therefore fear not to dream dreams grander than the horizon. I have placed within you gifts woven with divine threads, talents crafted by the architect of the cosmos. Remember, I am the creator of all that was, is, and is to come. There is no limit to what I can weave into the tapestry of your life. I know the battles waged within, the echoes of past regrets, the shadows of mistakes, the fear of cycles unbroken. But hear me now. I am the God who redeems. I gather the shattered, the discarded, the scarred, and I craft from them masterpieces of beauty unimagined. Where you see scars, I see badges of resilience. Where you see failure, I see the soil where growth takes root. Surrender these burdens to me, for in my hands lies the blueprint of your destiny. Watch as I heal wounds that have bled unseen. I know the depths of your hurt, the silent cries, the questioning heart wondering, was it my fault? I know the truth, and I am your liberator. A season of joy like morning after a long night is dawning. The clouds of weariness will part, and my grace will shine upon you like the sun after rain. Those around you, friends, family, shall witness the transformation wrought by my hand. They will see my protection, my guidance, my blessings draped around you like garments, woven in heaven's loom. When sorrow whispers lies of defeat, remember, I am beside you, renewing your strength, lifting your countenance, setting your feet upon the heights. Yes, the road may yet hold trials, for refinement comes through fire and faith shines brightest when tested. But these are not mere struggles. They are sacred altars where deeper trust is forged. Lean on me with unshaken confidence and abundance. Riches far beyond the fleeting gold of this world shall overflow. You will lack no good thing, for I delight in you as my beloved child. My promises, write them upon the tablets of your heart, and return to them when darkness seeks to veil the light. Keep your spirit vigilant, your ears attuned to my whispers, your eyes fixed on my power. Behold, a shift is stirring in the heavens on your behalf. The impossible shall bow before my will, for nothing is too hard for me. My grace, boundless and fierce, shall be your shield, and my favor shall follow you like a loyal shadow. Soon, you shall stand in awe of the wonders I have performed. Hear my voice, O cherished one. I see you, I know you, and I love you with a depth that the oceans cannot contain. I have counted every tear, known every ache, felt every silent cry. Your past is but a chapter, not the whole story. Let me wrap you in the warmth of my embrace, a refuge of peace and acceptance. Release the chains of guilt and regret, for I offer not condemnation, but restoration, a new life, a fresh dawn filled with promise. When the weight is too heavy, remember, you are not alone. I am here, attentive to every whisper of your heart. Lay your burdens at my feet, and I will exchange them for my peace. My arms are strong enough to carry you, to shield you, to uphold you through every storm. Trust in me, for my love knows no end, and my grace is your eternal refuge. Behold, this is the day the heavens have woven into the tapestry of time, a day anointed with the fragrance of grace and the breath of divine mercy. The river of forgiveness flows not as a gentle stream, but as a mighty torrent, cascading from the throne of the eternal, washing over the parched lands of your heart. Break free, O beloved soul, from the rusted chains that sought to bind you, the chains of shame, forged in the fires of forgotten yesterdays, the chains of bitter words etched into the fragile walls of your spirit, the chains of ancient wounds, scars carved by the shadows of past sorrows. I do not come with thunder to condemn, nor with wrath to punish, but with hands overflowing with boundless grace, to pour upon you a love that knows no end. I have seen the silent questions carved into the hidden chambers of your heart, the whispered doubts that echo. Was it my fault? Did I invite this pain? My precious child, let the winds carry away such burdens, for I, the knower of all truths, see beyond the veils of circumstance. My eyes have traced the fractures within you, and I long to heal the torn fabric of your heart, to weave it anew with threads spun from the gold of my compassion. Let my mercy be the balm upon your sorrow, my light the dawn that chases away the lingering shadows. Where isolation once built walls, I will raise pillars of fellowship and gather around you a family not born of blood, but of spirit. Where doubt sowed thorns, I will cultivate gardens of unshakable faith. Where heartbreak scattered ashes, I will pour forth oil of gladness, a joy abundant and overflowing. Open wide the gates of your heart, stretch its chambers to the farthest horizon, and behold the promises I have etched in the firmament. Believe, not in the frailty of your own strength, but in the sovereign power of my hands that shape the cosmos. Let my word be the lamp to your feet, the melody upon your lips, the anchor of your soul. Speak it aloud in the hush of your dawns, in the silence of your midnights, and with each sacred utterance hope shall rise like the morning sun, and your vision shall clear like mist before the breath of day. See yourself not as a vessel, battered by the tempests of circumstance, but as a crown jewel, cherished and radiant in the sight of the Most High. You are not forsaken, not forgotten, but named and known, woven into the very thoughts of the Almighty. Come to me in prayer, for it is the gateway to my heart, the sacred bridge spanning the chasm between earth's ache and heaven's embrace. Bring to me your sighs, your unspoken fears, your tears, each one a gem I gather with tender reverence. In the hush of prayer, when the world fades to a distant murmur, you will find me closer than your next breath, nearer than your heartbeat. And when you stand at life's crossroads, unsure of the way, be still. Silence the tumult of your thoughts and feel the river of my peace flow through you. I will guide you, not with the harshness of command, but with the gentleness of a shepherd who knows the name of every lamb, who leads not with force, but with love, to pastures green and waters still green. Do not be afraid to dream again, for I am the God who births dreams in barren hearts. Do not fear to trust again, for I am the faithful one who never falters. I take the shards of brokenness and craft from them mosaics of unspeakable beauty. Surrender your plans, your fears, your fragile hopes into my hands, and together we shall chart a course through waters unknown to shores unimaginable. When you stumble, I will lift you. When despair whispers lies, I will speak truth into the depths of your soul. When your heart lies shattered, I will mend it with threads of love stronger than death, deeper than the grave. Your circumstances may not change with the turning of the clock, but my presence will be the constant sun in the shifting sky of your days. Know this with a certainty that defies doubt. My love does not waver, does not wither with time. You are mine, etched into the palms of my hands, inscribed upon the very heart of eternity. I will never abandon you to the shadows, never leave you groping in the darkness for warmth. Let these words take root in your spirit. You are forgiven, you are chosen, you are beloved, you are strong, not by your might, but because my power rests upon you. Hold fast to these truths, and rivers of hope shall spring forth in your life, washing away the residue of bitterness and the dust of defeat. In trusting me, you shall find courage to stand firm against the tides that seek to pull you under. In believing my promises, you shall wield the authority to speak life into barren places. I desire not just your moments, but your days, your seasons, your years, to fill them with purpose, with direction, with peace that abides deeper than the fiercest storm. Involve me in your plans, your struggles, your dreams, and together we shall weave a story far more glorious than you could pen alone. My heart delights in your flourishing, in watching you rise on the wings of the dreams I planted within you before time began. My precious child, I see your weary striving, the silent battles, the invisible weights. Pause now, breathe in the sacred stillness and know, you do not have to earn what has already been freely given. You are loved without condition, without measure, beyond comprehension. I am not the judge lurking to tally your faults, but the healer, the restorer. the friend who whispers peace into the chaos. Nothing, no failure, no shadow, no distance can sever you from the cords of my love. My grace is vast enough to cover every shortfall, to redeem every regret. Remember the cross where I shed my blood, not as a symbol of judgment, but as the eternal proof of my longing for you to be free. My resurrection is not a distant tale, but the very heartbeat of your hope. Let this truth anchor you when storms assail. Let my voice be the song that rises above the clamor, the whisper that calms the quake within. Each morning, when fear knocks, let faith answer. Fix your gaze upon me, and you will find peace that passes understanding. Trust not in what your eyes see, but in the unseen hand that holds your tomorrow. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you, not in word only, but in deeds woven through the very fabric of your life. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, the God who parted seas, who fed multitudes with crumbs, who raises the dead and heals the broken. To you who wonder how the next day will unfold, who count coins and fears in equal measure, lift your eyes. I am your provider, your sustainer. I prepared a table for you in the presence of doubt and despair. Watch how I turn scarcity into abundance, how I open doors no man can shut. My beloved, do not lose heart. Your story is not finished. The author holds the pen, and every page yet unwritten pulses with promise. Trust me, I am here, I am for you, and I am enough. Behold, my beloved child, incline thine ear to the whispers of eternity. For I, the Lord thy God, declare unto thee words woven with the threads of everlasting truth. In the chambers of thine heart, let not despair find refuge, for thy family shall not be forsaken, nor thy soul left desolate. Lift thine eyes to the heavens, and with a heart brimming with gratitude, behold my faithfulness as the dawn breaks upon thee. Arise, step forth with courage unshaken, for my favor descends upon thee like the morning dew, touching the barren places with life anew. Lean not upon the frail arm of flesh, nor seek refuge in the shifting sands of man's wisdom. For I, the Lord of hosts, stand beside thee, a fortress unyielding. I shall carve a path through the wilderness, and rivers shall spring forth in the parched desert of thy trials. To thee, who are weighed down by the yoke of debts and the chains of obligation, cling to my promises as to a lifeline cast into stormy seas. Thy tribulations are but fleeting shadows. Behold, tidings of joy shall soon break forth, transforming thy night into radiant day. Hope is not vanquished, though darkness encircles thee. Hearken to my still small voice. Look unto me, for I contend with thine adversaries, and prepare a table of victory before thee. If thou seekest labor to sustain thy household, knock, and the doors shall be opened. Seek, and thou shalt find the path etched by my guiding hand. My angels encamp round about thee, their swords gleaming with the light of my providence, illuminating the steps thou art to tread. Fear not the uncharted waters, for I shall bestow upon thee gifts unknown, talents dormant, and work imbued with purpose beyond thine earthly designs. Through thy perseverance, I shall stretch forth the boundaries of thy habitation. My grace shall be a banner over thee, as debts are vanquished, and thy storehouse overflows, enabling thee to pour forth blessings upon the needy. I am the God of abundance, whose compassions fail not. Never shalt thou be left to wander in desolation, for my eye watches over thee. Even in the silence where thou deemest me distant, I am the weaver of thy destiny, threading golden strands of purpose through the tapestry of thy days. When anxiety assails thee, hush the clamor within. Close thine eyes and remember, I am he who split the Red Sea, who rained manna from heaven, who quenched the thirst of my people with water from the rock. My power knows no decay, my love no end. I desire to cradle thee in peace, a peace that flows like a river, washing over the jagged stones of fear and doubt. Surrender unto me thy weary heart. Release the burdens of regret and failure. Speak life over thy soul. I am forgiven. I am free. Let these words echo in the chambers of thy spirit until they bloom into unwavering belief. Bring unto me thy wounds, both seen and hidden, those etched in the fragile parchment of childhood, and those freshly inked by recent sorrows. Lay every ache, every trembling uncertainty at my feet. In my presence thou shalt discover a love unwithering, a grace unending, a hope steadfast through every tempest. As thou journeyest through this day, attune thine ear to the soft cadence of my voice. Look for the gentle stirrings, the kindness of a stranger, the serendipity of perfect timing, the quiet miracle nestled in the mundane. These are not the works of chance, but the fingerprints of my tender care. When the shadows of discouragement seek to darken thy path, rise with the proclamation of my promises. God is for me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. He is my refuge and my strength, a present help in times of trouble. Thou wert never meant to bear life's burdens alone. I have encircled thee with kindred souls, companions of heart and spirit, placed divinely to uplift thee. Shun not their fellowship in fear or shame. Share thy story, for in testifying of my goodness, thou shalt kindle faith in others. Thy life shall be as a living epistle, a testament to my power to redeem and transform. Each morning is a sacred canvas, painted with fresh mercies. Begin thy days wrapped in the mantle of my promises, and rest each night cradled in my faithfulness. Come boldly before me with every need, whether mighty or minute. Together we shall script a saga of victory, where thy testimony gleams as a lighthouse, guiding lost souls to the shores of hope. Thou art not a happenstance creation, but a masterpiece fashioned with divine intent. Open thine eyes to the fellowship I have ordained around thee. Souls prepared to enrich thy journey with friendship, wisdom, and unforeseen opportunities. My hand stirs their hearts to aid thee at the appointed hour. Carry thyself with humility and gladness, even when sorrow lingers. Thy smile, though simple, can pierce the gloom in another's heart, a beacon declaring, "You are seen, you are loved." Thy gifts, precious and unique, shall flourish amidst adversity, revealing the reservoir of grace and fortitude I have poured into thee. Never belittle the power of a kind word, a gentle gesture, or a selfless act. Such seeds, sown in love, bear fruit in eternity. Mark this day, for it is the turning of a page in the chronicle of thy life. Hold fast to my words, for I, the Lord thy shepherd, will lead thee beside still waters and restore thy soul. Listen, for I shall speak, in whispers of peace, in flashes of clarity, in the tender brush of my presence. Rejoice, for blessings shall unfurl before thee like petals kissed by the dawn. Kissed. Behold, the hour is come, when the petitions long sown in the soil of your prayers shall spring forth, and the blessings you did not foresee shall rise like the dawn, unbidden yet ordained. If your heart holds firm in faith, if you trust in the power of my hand and the steadfastness of my promises, then declare with boldness, Amen. Claim the peace that surpasses understanding and the victory I have etched into the tapestry of your destiny. Stand, O beloved, upon the pillars of faith, for this new dawn is woven with mercies fresh as the morning dew and opportunities shaped by my eternal design. Tread each path with the assurance that I cradle your future within my mighty hand. Whisper to your soul unceasingly, I am your shepherd, your unfailing provider, your shield and refuge. What need shall remain unmet under the canopy of my care? Financial provision, healing for the soul's hidden wounds, friendships rooted in truth, purpose rekindled from the ashes. All shall find their way to you, borne on the wings of my perfect timing. In the sacred stillness of your heart, surrender your fears and fragile plans, laying them gently at my feet, for you are wrapped in the mantle of my unfailing love. Like an eagle spreads its wings over its young, so shall I cover you, sheltering you in peace, undisturbed by the tempests that roar beyond. Grasp my eternal truths as an anchor, for the promises spoken from my lips before the foundation of the world shall never falter. I am the Lord. I do not lie, nor do I shift like shadows. My word is as enduring as the stars, never returning void, but accomplishing all for which it was sent. I shall walk with you through valleys draped in shadow and lead you over peaks kissed by the sun. In days of laughter and nights of tears, I am present. When hope seems a fragile ember, when despair whispers that all is lost, lift your gaze to me. Trust not in fleeting signs, but in the one who authored the skies. I am the Waymaker, the one who turns the impossible into testimonies of glory. Invite me into the chambers of your ambitions, whether grand or humble. I shall steer you along paths carved with my love. Reflect upon the days when darkness seemed your closest companion, when sin, shame, or sorrow sought to claim your heart. Even then I did not forsake you. While others turned their faces away, questioning your worth, I stood steadfast, cloaking you in grace. When the voices of condemnation rose like waves, I lifted you from the depths, speaking peace over your storm. Do not forget these truths, my child. The God who delivered you yesterday stands unchanging today. My power to restore is undiminished. Let not the fog of uncertainty cloud your heart or shake your faith. Declare with unwavering voice, I will trust you, Lord, in all seasons. Know this, my love endures beyond betrayal, disappointment, and the ruins of shattered dreams. No weapon forged against you shall prevail, for I have decreed your triumph. Rejoice even before the harvest, because my word is sure. In your darkest hour, when night stretches long, my light shall pierce the gloom. Let gratitude be the melody of your heart, for my mercies shall unfold like blossoms in spring, unexpected, miraculous. When my presence stirs within you, whether as a whisper of peace or a sudden stillness, pause and breathe. Thank you, Lord. I believe. I desire for you to live abundantly, not shackled by fear, but anchored in joy. In every trial, whether the sting of rejection, the ache of scarcity, or the battle within, remember who I am, the God who parts seas, stills storms, and breathes life into dry bones. Your story is not defined by past wounds or those who walked away, but by my love and the purpose I wove into your very being. I see you, your trembling heart, your silent cries. Know this deeply. I love you with an everlasting love. When I beckon you to surrender, it is not to strip you of control, but to remind you that you are never alone. I hold your dreams, your fears, your very breath in my capable hands. Even now, as these words reach you, new doors are opening, unseen, yet sure. Storms may rise, but they will not consume you. Waves may crash, but they shall not sweep you away. When I whisper, do not faint, I speak life into your weary soul. I pour my strength into your spirit, my clarity into your confusion, my steadfast love into every hollow space. Do not falter on the brink of breakthrough. Even in weariness, find rest beneath my wings, secure and unshaken. Let me be your refuge when hope feels distant. Recall the victories I have etched into your past, testimonies of my faithfulness when all seemed lost. You're not here by accident, nor are you forgotten. I breathed life into you with intention, crafting you with gifts meant to heal, to comfort, to illuminate the darkness. When you doubt your worth, remember, I chose you before time began, knowing every frailty, every fear, yet calling you mine. I long for you to flourish, not just for your sake, but as a beacon for others, to reveal that I am the God who redeems, restores, and resurrects. Step forward in faith, beloved. Lift your head even when tears blur your vision. When voices around you speak defeat, listen instead to mine, the voice of promise, of truth, of love that never fails. Hear, O beloved soul, the voice that echoes from eternity, woven into the fabric of your being, calling you forth with power and hope. Awaken, for within you lie treasures I have planted, gifts radiant and eternal, the boundless capacity to love beyond measure, to forgive as rivers cleanse the weary stones, to extend your hand in aid, to speak words that kindle courage, to be a beacon of light where shadows hunger for warmth and compassion. As you embrace these sacred gifts, your faith shall ascend heights unseen, like eagles borne upon the breath of the Almighty. Doors long bolted shall swing wide with the sound of triumph. Relationships, thought broken beyond the mender's craft, shall weave anew, their threads dipped in grace. Even the frost-bound hearts of the hardened shall thaw, yielding to the relentless warmth of my love radiating through you, as the sun compels winter to retreat. Fear not the silence nor the shadow, for I shall speak to you in whispers softer than the dawn breeze, in the sacred ink of Scripture, in the gentle stirrings of your spirit's depths. At times I will place upon your path a soul whose words will be the balm your heart craves, spoken not by chance, but by divine design. Walk not in dread of darkness, for I am your ever-burning lamp, your guide through wilderness vast, your strength when knees buckle beneath the weight of sorrow. Draw near to me, especially when despair clouds your vision and disappointment seeks to shroud your faith. Lift your gaze to the heavens. I see your tears, each one precious, gathered like jewels in my hand. I know the fractures of your heart, and I cradle you with tenderness deeper than oceans. Understand this truth. I do not desire for you a life shackled by perpetual pain. Yet in the furnace of trial, my voice resounds clearest, refining your soul like gold purified by fire. Every valley you've traversed, every shadowed struggle, has carved into you wells of compassion, chiseled your spirit to mirror my heart. I have wept with you in desolation's grip. I have held you when hope seemed a distant star. Even when prayers felt lost in silent skies, I was there, attentive, listening with the heart of eternity. Consider this. Have voices sought to diminish you, to brand you with unworthiness? Have words like daggers sought to pierce your worth? Hear me now. My word roars louder than the fiercest storm of condemnation. I declare you of immeasurable value, your soul etched with the price of divine blood, the most precious offering ever made. Through this sacrifice, the chains of guilt lie shattered. Shame's darkness claims you no more. I have not merely covered your regrets, I have erased them, casting them into the depths where memory cannot reach. Let not the chorus of doubt or mockery define you. Let my voice rise above all, resonating within you with the song of life and redemption. Awaken each dawn with the sacred assurance that I am the weaver of your destiny, crafting beauty from ashes, miracles from the impossible. Child, I have raised the dead, split seas multiplied nothing into abundance. Trust me, and I shall turn your emptiness into overflowing purpose. Lay your burdens at my feet, your fears, your fragile dreams. Surrender, and I shall weave them into a tapestry of victory. I will fortify you when trials assail, grant you endurance when weariness seeks to claim you. My grace will be your song, even amidst the fiercest storms, your heart singing with a defiant hope that cannot be quenched. And as my love fills you, let it spill over, a river touching all it meets. A kind word, a gentle act, These are seeds of heaven sown into hearts bruised by life's battles. Reflect the mercy I have lavished upon you. Forgive as freely as I have forgiven you. Show compassion to those least deserving, for in doing so, you mirror my own heart. A love unfailing, a kindness that restores, a grace that redeems. Precious child, I see the scars left by harsh words and thoughtless deeds. I know the ache of being unseen, dismissed, misunderstood. Yet hear me. Those who overlook you are blind to the treasure I've hidden within you. Release the bitterness, the anger, the grief. Place it all in my hands. I will exchange it for a peace surpassing understanding. You need not carry the weight of past wounds. I have forgiven you. Now forgive yourself and others. My mercy knows no bounds. Rest in this truth. Look around, my beloved, and see the blessings scattered like stars across your days. Every breath is a testament to my faithfulness. Every sunrise whispers that hope is reborn with the dawn. When you lift your voice in praise, you join the symphony of heaven. Do not underestimate the power of your worship. It unlocks the storehouses of divine provision, healing, and solace. Even in struggle, your praise is a key, a light, a weapon forged in the fires of faith. So rise, O heart dearly loved, and know this: I am with you, now and forevermore. Let the song of your praise rise like a mighty tempest, a sacred weapon forged in the fires of devotion, tearing down the towering walls of doubt and fear. For behold, there is no trial too fierce, no darkness too deep that can withstand the fervor of a heart wholly surrendered unto me. Draw near, beloved, and find refuge beneath the shadow of my wings. I will be your fortress, your sanctuary of peace, wrapping you tenderly in the mantle of my love, even as a mother cradles her cherished child against her heart. I have heard your cries in the solitude of night, when your tears fell like hidden rivers upon your pillow. Know this: I have seen every tear, counted each one as a precious pearl, gathered into my hands and treasured beyond measure. Your honesty, raw and unguarded, is a sweet incense before me. No voice of condemnation, no adversary with sharpened words can sever you from my gaze. You are ever before me, etched upon the palms of my hands, dearly beloved, profoundly wanted. When the weight of yesterdays pulls at your soul, when shadows of regret whisper deceit into your heart, lift your eyes and behold the horizon, where I have planted dreams you thought forever lost. They are nearer than you dare to imagine. Did I not promise, from ages past, never to leave you nor forsake you? My words are steadfast, my covenant unbroken. In your triumphs and in your trials, in the golden light of morning, and in the midnight hour of despair, I am with you. My presence is the anchor in the storm, the calm amidst chaos. Cast away the brittle lies spun by envy and bitterness, for they are but fleeting vapors. Those who scorn your calling cannot diminish the value I have placed upon you, for your worth is not woven into the fragile tapestry of human opinion. It is rooted in me. You have trusted me, and that faith is a seed I have watered with my own spirit, causing it to flourish with blessings beyond your wildest imagining. In my arms, you will find a sanctuary that knows no decay, a peace vast and boundless as the ocean, washing over your fears, renewing your mind, stilling the tempest within. Silence now the voices that shout, "You are not enough," for they do not comprehend the depth of my love. They cannot fathom that I am the Almighty, who spoke galaxies into being with a word. Nothing is impossible for me. If your heart stirs with hope, if it beats with a rhythm of sacred longing, that is my spirit within you, testifying to the wonders I am poised to unveil. Bow your head, child of my heart, and let gratitude rise like a fragrant offering. Remember every rescue, every hidden miracle, every time my hand shielded you from harm unseen. Recall the warmth of a friend's embrace, the gentle kindness of a stranger's smile, tokens of my goodness woven into the fabric of your days. Seek me in the quiet moments. Let your soul drink deeply from the fountain of my word, with a heart awash in gratitude and a spirit ablaze with expectation. I pour forth my wisdom, like rivers that never run dry, to guide your steps, shield you from unseen dangers, and draw you ever closer to the sanctuary of my heart. Know this, my cherished one, your future rests secure in the palm of my hand, cradled with a tenderness beyond human comprehension. I yearn for you to find rest, not the fleeting respite the world offers, but the profound peace, the confident hope that blooms only in my presence. I see the love etched in your soul for your family, the fervent prayers whispered in the stillness of night, the tears unshed yet known to me. Your children, the fruit of your heart, are inscribed upon the pages of my book, their names woven into the tapestry of eternity. From the clarity of their laughter to the shadows of their fears, I behold it all. Do not let the tendrils of worry ensnare you, nor the phantom of fear drain your strength. Their paths, though sprung from your roots, are roads they must walk with their own feet. Trust me enough to release the reins you cannot hold, for I am the God who walks beside them when you cannot, who speaks to their hearts when your voice fades into the distance. Distance, like doves that must leave the safety of the nest to discover the expanse of the sky, so too must your children find their wings. Yes, you fear the winds may be harsh, the paths strewn with thorns, yet cling not too tightly. For your prayers rise before me like incense, and my hand moves upon their hearts, sowing seeds of wisdom, compassion, and truth. Lay down your burdens at my feet. Let faith arise as the dawn, steady and sure. Even when the tapestry of my work is hidden from your eyes, I remain the constant, the unchanging artist, weaving threads of grace and purpose through every moment. I speak now to still the tempest within you. I have heard your cries, felt the weight you carry. Place your family's welfare in my hands and see what wonders unfold. For when you surrender, you make space for the miraculous. Devote your heart to seeking me, and let my truths renew you daily. My voice, a lamp unto your feet, shall illuminate the path, casting out the shadows of doubt. No mountain too high, no valley too deep exists beyond my reach. Your children may stray far, yet no distance is too great for my love to traverse. Consider the potter with clay, shaping with hands both firm and gentle, guided by vision and love. So do I hold your life, molding it with care. Invite me into your decisions, into the sacred spaces of your relationships, dreams, and fears. When darkness whispers lies, remember, I am the everlasting light, the keeper of promises, the shield that never falters. Do not let regret chain you, nor anxiety steal the beauty of the present I am crafting within you. I am your fortress, your strength in weakness. Draw near to me, release what is beyond your grasp, and watch as I weave even the broken pieces into a masterpiece of grace. Your prayers are never lost. They rise to me, fragrant and precious. Every tear is a jewel in my sight. Rejoice, for miracles are blossoming, woven with threads of glory and divine timing. Keep your gaze fixed upon me. Let every heartbeat declare your trust. Doors long sealed shall swing open. Faith, once fragile, will bloom anew. I am beside you, my hand steady in yours, my light guiding each step, my heart rejoicing in your journey. Beloved, I see the burdens you were never meant to carry, the weight of striving to control what is not yours to command. Let go. Trust me with the hearts you cherish most. When correction is needed, I will fill you with wisdom, temper your words with grace, and cloak your heart with peace. Words, like arrows, can wound or heal. Choose the balm of kindness, the strength of truth wrapped in love. As I do not condemn you for past stumblings, so too must you release harsh judgments. Let mercy be your banner, hope your anchor. for I am near, ever faithful, ever true. Rest in me and see how beautifully I can redeem, restore, and renew. This is my promise to you, sealed with eternal love. Behold, my beloved, the bounty of grace I have poured out upon you, not as a recompense for your deeds, nor as a ledger of wrongs to be tallied. For I did not descend with the gavel of judgment, nor did I come wielding the rod of retribution. I came instead clothed in garments woven with threads of boundless love. Love fierce enough to shatter the iron chains of your yesterdays, to rend asunder the shadows of your past. I offered you salvation, not as a fleeting spark, but as the dawn of a new creation, a sacred Genesis, fresh as the morning dew upon the fields. Now my heart calls out to you, as I have drenched you in mercy, so too extend that same mercy to your children. Yes, they may stumble, their feet may falter upon stones you long to remove, and their missteps may carve rivers of tears upon your cheeks. Yet, remember this eternal truth. The salvation that reached you in your own wilderness of brokenness is not confined to your story alone. In my perfect, sovereign timing, a timing etched in eternity, they too shall be met by grace. There is a sacred hour predestined for each of them, a threshold they will cross, weary and burdened, where the veil will lift and they will see me. In that tender soil, true repentance shall take root and blossom as flowers after the rain. They will arise, hearts rekindled, like wanderers returning from distant lands, their faces turned homeward. And when they come, weary from the far country, I will place in their hands blessings forged in the fires of my love, gifts not merely for them, but treasures that shall pour joy into your household, like rivers swelling with spring's thaw. Your arms shall open wide, your heart a refuge lined with understanding, grace, and the sacred courage to begin anew. As you lift their names to the heavens in prayer, my peace will descend upon you like a gentle breeze whispering through the olive groves, soft, steady, eternal. Breathe deeply, for within that sacred breath is the assurance that they are cradled within my mighty tender hands. Yes, your children, those whom you have borne, wept over, and prayed for, are and have always been secure within the chambers of my heart. Lay aside your fretting, beloved, for even when your eyes see only silence, I am at work, weaving threads of redemption into the tapestry of their lives. I know the ache when you witness choices that pierce your soul, words that wound, actions that bewilder. But do not forget, they are yours because I entrusted them to you wrapped in my wisdom, placed tenderly under your watchful gaze. You may not always understand their path, but I ask you to love them as I have loved you, fiercely, patiently, unconditionally, with eyes that see beyond the brokenness to the beauty I am shaping within. And as you love, rest in this truth. I am never idle. My hands, scarred yet sovereign, are ceaselessly at work within their hearts, guiding, molding, redeeming. My grasp is vast enough to hold not only their triumphs but their failures, their heartbreaks, their hidden fears. Have you not knelt before me, your heart spilling prayers like rivers in flood? Prayers for protection, for wisdom, for guidance. Know this, not one word has been lost in the vastness of eternity. Every tear you have shed is precious to me, gathered as jewels in my treasury. Your cries echo in the throne room of heaven. Yet I ask for your patience, for faith anchored not in sight, but in the steadfastness of my character. My timing, though it may seem a stranger to your hopes, is flawless. Never hurried, never late. I see the weight worry has fastened upon your shoulders, the questions that echo in the night. Have I done enough? But hear me now, trust in me. Lay down the burdens that sap your strength and choke your joy. Exchange them for the peace I offer freely, a peace not as the world gives, but one rooted in eternity. Let hope, not desperation, be the soil from which your prayers rise. If I redeemed your past, can I not redeem theirs? If I transformed your heart, shall my power be diminished to transform theirs? Let them journey, even if their path winds through shadowed valleys. Like doves learning to soar, they must stretch their wings, even if it means they stumble. Perhaps their steps diverge from the dreams you carried, but do not lose sight of my faithfulness. I am the same God who pursued you through deserts and storms, the shepherd who left the 99 to find you. I will do it again for them. My love is relentless, unbound by human frailty. Hush your anxious heart. Let my peace still the tempest within. Release your children to me anew each day, trusting that my grace can accomplish what your strength cannot. Keep the door of your heart ajar, a beacon of forgiveness, dissolving shame and fear in the warmth of welcome. Be the mirror of my goodness, reflecting kindness, truth, and love. Beloved, I see you. I hear the unspoken prayers. I know the depths of your longing. Rest in my promises. Let me lift the burdens that were never yours to carry alone. There is no greater testimony to your children than the sight of a parent standing firm, not in their own strength, but in my peace, unwavering in faith, steadfast in hope. The love you bear for them is but a shadow of the boundless love I have for you and for them. Let the worries melt like frost beneath the morning sun, replaced by trust in my unfailing presence. As surely as I held you through every storm, I hold them now, and you will see it, yes. You will see their hearts turn, their paths realigned with my purpose. On that day, your arms will open wide, and together we shall celebrate the wonders I have wrought. Speak life, extend patience, be quick to listen and slow to anger. I will use your faithfulness to unveil my heart to them, a heart that never forgets, never forsakes. Hear now, my beloved, as I speak to you from the very depths of my heart. I, the Lord your God, the one who knows the innermost secrets of your soul, the one who formed you from the dust and breathed life into your spirit before the first beat of your heart, call you to listen. I am the one who sees your every sorrow, who understands the weight of your burdens, who witnesses your silent tears as they fall in the shadows where no eye but mine can see. I know the hidden battles you fight, the desires that stir within you but remain unspoken, and I hear the cry of your spirit even when your lips remain silent. You, my precious one, have waited long. But behold, this very week I shall fulfill what you have sought with your heart. Just as surely as the night gives way to the morning, I will bring the answer you have longed for into your hands. Let this promise take root in you, stirring a holy anticipation within your heart that refuses to be silenced. Bring to me your sadness, the burdens that have held you captive, the weariness that has clouded your vision. Do not cling to these any longer. Release them into my hands, and I shall pour into you a peace that transcends all understanding. Feel my presence now, filling your heart, flooding it with a quiet certainty that I am moving on your behalf. By the power of my blood, poured out in love and in victory, I make all things possible. Every attack the enemy has crafted against you is rendered powerless. There is no force, no spell, no evil scheme that can break through the fortress of my love that surrounds you. Those who seek to harm you will fall into the very traps they have set for you. They cannot touch you, for I have made you unbreakable through my spirit. Mark these words well, for I require of you your cooperation, your earnest seeking of my face. Promise me that when the morning comes, you will not hesitate to come before me. Promise that you will rise with hunger in your heart for my word, ready to feast upon the truth that brings freedom. Let your ears be open to my voice as I speak life into your soul. Let nothing distract you, no matter the chaos the world may try to place before your eyes. Call to mind my name, and remember who it is that lifts you above the mire. I desire your success, my child, for I did not create you to crawl in the dust of despair, but to walk boldly, head held high, with confidence that I am paving the road to your victory. Hear my words now, as I plant seeds of wisdom in the fertile soil of your heart, as I inscribe my truth upon the tablets of your mind. Let these words take root and grow within you, shaping your character, guiding your steps, refining your spirit. I am preparing you for greatness. I am preparing you to claim the blessings I have long reserved for you. Even though you may not fully comprehend it now, let these words settle deep within your spirit. If confusion arises, return to the beginning of this message and listen again with fresh ears. For I am near, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. This promise I speak is not just truth, it is unstoppable, for my word does not return void. When conflicts rise and doubt seeks to cloud your mind, remember my words. The enemy may try to shake your faith, to sow confusion in your heart, but I have come to bring you abundant life and resounding victory. I will be your shield, your fortress, protecting you with a love that will never fail. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no fear can stand in the light of my presence. All I ask in return is that your heart be surrendered, your loyalty unwavering, your obedience steadfast. Let your faithfulness be constant day after day as you choose to draw near to me, to seek my face rather than wander away. Hear me now, my beloved. I speak directly to you. I am the Lord, your God, eternal, unchanging, and always near. Even now, as you take my words into your mind, feel the current of my presence flowing through you, warming every corner of your being, testifying that you are precious in my sight. Be attentive, for I am speaking to you, and I will never stop calling you close. I know the deepest secrets of your heart, every fleeting whisper that stirs within your soul, each tear that falls unseen by the world. And to you I say today, with an eternal voice that echoes through the ages, I love you with a boundless, unchanging love, a love that cannot be contained or measured. I enfold you in the protection of my Holy Spirit, surrounding you with armies of heaven, and I pour out all the strength I possess to guard you, to shield you from the schemes of darkness that seek to bind you. Should you long to walk boldly toward the victory I have set before you, then stand firm on the promises I have made to you, for they are as sure as the stars in the sky. Embrace them with your whole heart, without doubt, and you will see how fear, that ancient foe, loses its grip upon you. Those trials which once seemed insurmountable will diminish before your eyes, as though they were but shadows in the light of my truth. And within you, you will discover a courage, a strength you did not know you possessed, because I have already placed it deep within you from the very beginning. Hear me now, you are not weak, you are mighty. You are filled with insight, compassion, and an unwavering steadfastness. You are good, and your heart is honorable. You belong to me, chosen before the foundation of the world itself, and the enemy trembles when he sees you rise, when he witnesses you standing firmly upon my words, when he sees your will bent to mine, pushing forward in obedience. Do not let your heart be troubled or your mind swayed by the lies of this world. Your life is no accident, no random happenstance. You were formed with purpose, with a divine intention. I have declared it over and over. You are beloved, you are a conqueror, chosen to rise above the ashes of this world, triumphant in all that you do when guided by my truth. Have you not cried out to me in moments of desperation, of uncertainty, of pain? Know this, I have heard you. Your prayers have reached my throne, and now I extend my hand to lift you up, to draw you from the shadows and into the brilliance of my light. Indeed, you stand on sacred ground now, at the very threshold of my presence, where my help flows like a quiet, life-giving river. I treasure those moments you spend with me, in the stillness of your secret place, where the world cannot see, where you yield your soul to me in a simple act of trust. That trust, that surrender, empowers me to place a sword in your hand, spiritual, mighty, and sharp. I command you now, face your battles with no hesitation, no fear. Do not let your knees tremble beneath you. Do not let anxiety swirl within your mind like a storm. Though the enemy may roar, strut, and bluster, as though he commands legions of forces, know this: he cannot deliver on his promises. His threats are empty. His words are hollow. He weaves illusions, shadows meant to frighten and deceive, to lead the unwary astray. He thrives in the darkness, in the deceit of division, in sowing hatred and confusion. He feeds on the pride of those too weary, too proud to seek my truth. But know this, my child, he cannot prevail where my light shines. The enemy may bark, but he cannot bite. He may threaten, but he cannot strike with any true power. His weapons are but shadows and lies, insubstantial and fleeting, not truth, not light. Do not underestimate him, for he is cunning, but he is powerless before you. When you are clothed in the armor I provide, when you anchor your heart in the truth I speak to you today. Refuse to harbor bitterness, hatred, or slander upon your tongue. Let not suspicion or malice take root in your thoughts. Do not waste your breath on insults or accusations that serve no purpose but to wound. Guard your soul as a warrior guards a precious treasure, for you are a treasure in my sight. There are those who may flatter you with kind words, but their hearts may seek to rob you of hope. Others may offer sweet promises, only to betray you when your strength runs low. Trust no mortal who refuses to acknowledge my sovereignty, for they cannot give you what only I can bestow. The world will fail you, but I, your God, your Creator, your everlasting Father, will never turn my face away from you. My love is a fountain that flows eternally, and my protection is a fortress that no enemy can breach. As the night falls, I will cover you with my presence, and you will rest in safety, free from the torment of fearful dreams and anxious thoughts. And when the morning comes, you will rise, renewed in peace, strengthened in purpose. For I have watched over you, even when the storms raged outside and the voices of confusion threatened to drown you. You are not alone. I am with you always, guiding you, guarding you, and lifting you up to places of glory you cannot yet imagine. My love for you is steadfast, and nothing will ever separate you from it. Cry out for attention and know this: within the shelter of my embrace, you shall remain unwavering, for the truth I offer is eternal, and the strength to hold it fast is found in me. Let my voice be your compass, guiding you with unerring wisdom. Let my counsel be the foundation upon which every ambition is built. Let my love infuse every word you speak, every breath you take, coloring your every interaction with light and grace. In this way, watch as the chains of discouragement crumble away. Watch as the lies of the enemy shatter into nothingness like brittle glass, and watch as a holy confidence rises from within you, driving you forward along the path I have ordained for you. You are my precious child, and in this very moment, I desire for you to feel the shield of my presence surrounding you like the wings of a mighty eagle, spreading wide above your head, a fortress against the darkness. No enemy, no power of hell can breach the fortress of my love. The blood I shed for you in perfect love is the armor that protects you, impenetrable, unshakable. No curse, no incantation, no whisper of malice has the power to harm you, for I have sealed you with my promise, and it cannot be undone. The powers of darkness cannot defeat you, for you have found rest in me. Now, raise your voice. Let the cry of your heart be heard, a passionate declaration of your unwavering love for me. Speak with every fiber of your being. Declare with every ounce of strength the truth that lives within you. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Shout it to the heavens. For when you proclaim your devotion, you forge chains of faith, strong and unbreakable, chains the enemy cannot shatter. The blood of Christ holds within it power that is beyond measure, greater than any storm that may rage around you. Trust that I will move heaven and earth to honor my word in your life, to see you through every trial, to calm every fear, and to nurture every dream I have planted within you. Wait with expectancy, for I am coming to fulfill my promises. Let joy arise within your spirit, for my plans for you are filled with hope, and the future I have prepared will not fail you. Cast off all worry. Let it dissolve like mist in the warmth of my presence. A strengthening wind is blowing. Feel it, filling your lungs, renewing your mind, lifting your heart. Today is the day to close the chapters of yesterday, to sever the cords of pain and confusion that have held you captive. The burdens you once carried have no claim upon you anymore, for I have declared the end of your suffering, and my word never returns void. Believe this: you are no longer bound by the hands of those who sought to harm you. Let them fall away like dead leaves, drifting to the ground, making space for the fresh growth I am bringing forth. Just days ago, your soul wandered through a fog of sadness, unsure of your worth, uncertain of your path. But know this: I was there beside you, holding you steady even when you could not feel my hand. I whispered to your heart, guiding you through the storm. Though it seemed you walked alone, it was my strength that sustained you. I do not stand in judgment of your past mistakes, nor do I point fingers at your failings. Instead, I offer forgiveness, a precious gift wrapped in grace, tied with the ribbon of mercy. Take it and let it settle deeply in your heart. From this day forward, walk not in arrogant pride, but in the humble assurance of your identity in me. Lift your head not in defiance, but in gentle confidence, for you are my beloved. Let the scorn of those who mock you fade like the shifting sands beneath your feet, for their opinions matter not. Your worth is not defined by their approval. Keep moving forward, step by patient step, propelled by the courage I have placed within you, by the unwavering trust that draws me closer. Have I not already proven myself to you? Have you not witnessed glimpses of my power, seen how I have moved on your behalf? Now wait with steadfast heart. Let faith be the soil in which my promises take root, and soon you shall harvest joy beyond measure. Do not shy away when my blessings arrive. Open your arms wide and receive them with gratitude, allowing them to fill your life with color and vibrancy. In the days to come, doors that once seemed sealed will swing open before you, and happiness, like a beam of divine light, will flood your home. The tension that once gripped your heart will vanish, and you will walk in peace. But beware, my child, for I ask of you constancy. Do not retreat into old habits, nor slide into a faith that flickers only when it is convenient. I long for a faith that endures, a faith that does not crumble under the weight of delay or trial. Resist the temptation to let discouragement take root when you do not see instant results. Do not let weeks pass and my promises fade from your mind. You are not expected to be flawless, but remember who created you. I, the Lord your God, formed you with great care and set you apart so that you might know me intimately, so that your prayers might pierce the heavens like arrows and bring down miracles. Every victory I have lined up for you depends on this unwavering trust. Hold fast to it, for I am with you always. Hear me, beloved, for I extend to you now the grace, forgiveness, and favor that are yours by divine right. Take them freely without a second thought, for they are not mere gifts. They are the very essence of my love, unchanging and everlasting. I have never ceased to love you, not once, even in your moments of despair, when you felt undeserving, abandoned, lost in the shadows of your own doubts. Know this: even in your darkest hours, I was preparing for you a glory so magnificent that it will unfold before your very eyes. I have not forgotten you. I have been at work behind the veil of your understanding, weaving blessings into your life, crafting a future of splendor filled with my grace. Now rise up, for I am the Lord who lifts you from the dust, who tenderly dries your tears, who fortifies your courage in the face of all that would seek to undo you. I am the one who casts out fear and doubt with a word, who fills your heart with an unshakable peace. Do not be afraid, for my love will never abandon you. It is an eternal refuge, and nothing in all creation can separate you from it. In the stillness of this moment, settle into the warmth of my presence. Know that you stand on the threshold of a destiny I have laid before you, a path illuminated by my light. Walk it with faith, with devotion, with an open heart that is ready to receive the wonders I have yet to reveal. Listen, my precious child, and let my words sink deep into your soul. I am your God, your protector, your ever-present guide, and the shelter from every storm. As you hear these words now, understand this. When the message ends, you are not to return to a life of fear, nor should you linger in worry, for I am with you. Continue the work I have given you to do. Even when you cannot see how the pieces fit into the grand design I have orchestrated for you, trust that I hold all things in my hand. Do not run ahead in haste, searching for solutions of your own making. Let not impatience fray the threads of hope that I have woven into your heart. Be patient. Yes, patient. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but in the silence, in the stillness, I am working. Trust the quiet. Trust the pauses, for in them I will move. Wait for the nudge of my spirit, that unmistakable whisper that will guide your steps. Keep your heart awake, your faith ever strong, and listen to the whispers of my voice, gentle as the breeze, calling you to follow me. Open my word, let it ignite within you a fire that will burn through all darkness. Kneel before me in prayer, speak your heart openly, pour out your dreams, your fears, your confessions, and I will answer. When you give me your heart, all that you are, I will move with power. A power that will break chains, topple walls, and roll away the heaviest stones that have blocked your way. I see the burdens you carry, the wounds that have scarred your spirit. I know the obstacles that have stood in your path, the jagged rocks that have pierced your peace. But listen now. I am removing the stones that have caused you to stumble. I am crumbling the walls that have kept you from seeing the horizon I have prepared for you. I am reaching into the deepest, darkest corners of your past, cutting through every cruel bond that has held you captive. The weight that has crushed your soul, the pain that has threatened to overwhelm you, I am lifting it from you. You have felt the storms of life battering your heart, the fierce winds pushing you toward despair, the waves threatening to capsize your fragile boat. The darkness has seemed unrelenting, the clouds of sorrow and loss so heavy that you feared they would never part. But this day, I come as the divine liberator. I breathe my holy breath into the tempest, and I command the waves to be still. The winds will cease, the clouds of fear and doubt will scatter, and my peace will reign in your heart. Know this, my words are not empty. They are filled with life, with power, and with the promise of 1,000 new beginnings. Within them lie the seeds of miracles, waiting to take root in the fertile soil of your faith. Your heart has longed for change. Your soul has cried out for a chance to rebuild. I have heard you. And yet, I must tell you this. Do not hear these words and then return to a life of disbelief. Do not nod politely and walk away unchanged. This is not a moment for fleeting sentiment, but for lasting transformation. This is the hour of steadfastness, the time to cling to the truth I have revealed. Do not let it slip through your fingers. Nourish your soul with my word, with the sweetness of heaven's honey that will turn your bitter seasons into joy. Let my truth settle on your tongue like a healing balm. I have placed lessons in your life, teachings that have come through trials, prayers that have stirred your heart, and scriptures that have awakened your hope. Now, it is time to live them. Live boldly, live faithfully. Let this be the year you step forward with courage, living out every principle you hold dear. I will be with you at the break of dawn, gently reminding you of these promises as the light of a new day fills your eyes. Hold fast to my love, for I am with you, now and always. In the quiet hush of morning, seek me with all your heart, and you will sense my presence drawing near, for I am always near to those who listen attentively to my call. In the stillness before the clamor of the day rises up, I am there, waiting to be found. When your eyes cannot perceive me in the circumstances that surround you, look deeper still, into the wellspring of faith I have placed within you. Reach out for me in prayer, for I stand closer to you than your next breath, more accessible than you dare to dream. I am not far off, nor am I hidden beyond your grasp. My nearness is a sacred truth, one that can steady your soul when the world around you trembles, when everything else shifts and falls apart. Even now, as you read these words, feel the change in the atmosphere. The weight of your anxiety begins to lift. The shadows that once threatened to overwhelm you recede into the corners of the earth. A gentle peace settles over you like a blanket, wrapping your heart in a quiet assurance. This, my child, is the work of my hand. I am preparing you for what lies ahead, for seasons filled with new opportunities, open doors, and uncharted horizons. The obstacles that once towered over you, casting their long shadows, now shrink beneath the brilliance of my promise. The storms that raged in fury are now stilled at the sound of my voice. Now, take courage, my child. Step forward with obedience and without hesitation. Move through your day with the calm assurance that my promises will guide you, that my voice will shape your thoughts, and my spirit will direct every step you take. Should doubts creep in, remember my faithfulness. Should fear attempt to rise up again, dismiss it with the memory of the strength I have given you. Hold fast to me. I am your God, and you are never alone. As you walk through life, you will come to trust me more deeply, to love me more fully, and to find me wherever your journey leads. I have watched your every step, heard your whispered prayers, and seen the silent tears that fall in the night. Even now, as you read these words, I draw closer to you, leaning in to hear the deepest cries of your heart. You carry with you desires hidden in the depths of your soul, dreams that tremble with hope. Know this, these longings have not escaped my notice. I am committed to fulfilling them, to bringing to pass the breakthroughs you have long cried out for. But understand this, my child, if you truly yearn to see wonders unfold before your eyes, if you seek to witness the supernatural in your life this very year, then heed my call. Give me your heart without reservation. Entrust the reins of your life to my hands, and live as I have called you to live, justly, rightly, in a way that pleases me. Listen closely when I speak to you in the quiet moments of your day, in the words of the scriptures, and in the stillness of prayer. Be alert to my signals, for I will guide you. You will know it deep in your spirit when I speak. Trust me enough to move when I say move and to wait when I say wait. Mighty changes are coming into your life, changes I have foretold, ready to erupt like a storm into your existence. The promises I whispered over you in the past will not remain forever on the distant horizon. Soon, you will witness them breaking forth in your life in ways you never dreamed possible. The debts that once chained you, weighing you down like heavy iron, will fall away. Strength and provision will be given to you, and you will rise from your place of weariness, empowered to face the tasks I have set before you. No longer will you complain or falter. Press forward with unwavering faith, and watch as the road opens before you, as the doors you thought sealed forever swing wide with my mighty hand. Your faith, like a key, will unlock what was once locked. Imagine now the massive stone that once blocked your path, gone, removed by my word, my command. Do not fear, my child, but march forward. Let not discouragement find a home in your heart. I am with you always, and my presence will illuminate your path. It will flood you with guidance, comfort, and courage, lighting your way as you walk. The days of bitterness, of darkness and struggle are drawing to a close. A new dawn, the dawn of relief and abundance, is already painting the edges of your sky with light. When blessings begin to fall upon you like rain, remember that they come from my hand, propelled by the force of my boundless love. In the seasons when you wandered through deserts of loneliness and confusion, when you thirsted for direction, I was your wellspring. I saw the attacks, the doubts, the trials, and the disdain you faced. The fervent flame of your faith may have flickered under relentless winds, but today, I breathe new life into those dying embers. Return to the path of trust. Return to the center of my will. Saturate your mind once more with the power of my word. Let it anchor your soul so that when the abundance comes, you will remember where it comes from. Keep calling upon my name, even when the silence feels heavy. For there is a realm you cannot see with your natural eyes, a battle raging in the unseen world where angels fight for your future. As you persevere in prayer, you join ranks with them. Yes, I will bless you. Oh, how I will bless you. But know that the road to victory requires persistence. Do not think victory comes without struggle. Let your faith be the sword that cuts through every snare. Let your persistence be the shield that guards you against every doubt. Let your consistency be the banner that proclaims your loyalty. And let your perseverance in prayer be the unshakable foundation beneath your feet. Seek me, my child, by day and by night, for I am always near. In the quiet stillness that precedes the dawn, when the world is yet to stir, there lies a sacred moment, an altar of encounter where heaven meets earth. The season is turning, and as I cast my gaze across the vast expanse, my heart is stirred by those souls who wear the mantle of courage and humility. You, chosen ones, I will use as vessels to carry hope to the hopeless, to break the bread of compassion for the hungry, to clothe the naked in kindness, and to soothe the aching hearts that walk in sorrow. You shall be my channel of healing, my emissary of mercy, and as you pour out these blessings, you shall find yourselves overwhelmed with favor and grace beyond anything you could ever fathom. The era of miracles that awaits you calls you to rise, to stand tall, and to cast off the weight that has burdened your soul. Let go of the old grudges that bind you, the guilt that shackles your heart, and the crippling doubts that hold your spirit captive. Seek my face, and let your eyes be filled with the glory of my presence, until your faith burns brightly, like a torch lighting the darkness of this world. Know this, I see you, beloved. I see the tangled knots of your life, those struggles that you cannot untangle on your own. I see the weight that presses upon your chest, the invisible burdens that steal your peace, and I have heard the cries that rise from the depths of your spirit, pleading for direction, for comfort, for the answers you seek. And here I am, answering you now. Do not tremble with fear any longer, for this very day you will witness my hand moving in your life, a divine intervention that will bring forth a reversal of all that has held you captive. I will reveal the next steps to you, and I will show you what must be left behind. I will guide you on the road laden with purpose, a path that I have prepared for you with care, prepared for you. Though your life has been marred by deep wounds, I am at work, breathing new life into every corner of your reality. Where once stagnation held sway, new growth shall burst forth. Where confusion reigned, clarity shall settle like dew upon the morning grass. Where despair had planted its roots, hope shall rise, like the first light of day breaking the darkness. I am here. I am at work. I am unshaken, steadfast in my commitment to you. Turn your eyes to me, open your ears to my voice, and let your heart be filled with the expectancy of all that is to come. Miracles are advancing toward you, relentless and unstoppable, like a mighty tide that cannot be turned back. Every tear you have shed, every loss you have endured, every treasure that was ripped from your hands, I have seen it all. I, the Lord, the one who holds time and destiny in the palm of my hand, declare to you this day, everything that was stolen, everything that slipped from your grasp, shall be returned to you. But not as it was, oh no. It shall be restored, enriched, and multiplied beyond your imagining. What once crumbled into dust before your eyes shall now be rebuilt, a palace of promise, strong and glorious. I will breathe upon your life, sending forth a wind of restoration so mighty that it will sweep away every hindrance, yet so gentle that it will settle every fear within you. Do not doubt this wind, for it carries blessings wrapped in my eternal love. These are not mere words, but living truths that spring forth from my throne, truths that will stand when all else fades away. The chaotic season you have endured will not last. I am bringing order to every area of your life, putting all things into perfect alignment. Where anxiety once held sway, I will plant peace. Where confusion made your path unclear, I will lay a straight and shining road before you. Do not stir the ashes of your past. I, the Almighty, do not even recall your mistakes. Do not worry about your future. It is already secure in my capable hands. All I ask of you is that you focus on the here and now, the present moment. For I am doing a new thing in your life, even now. Feel the shift in the atmosphere, for my spirit moves in this very instant. Your story is changing, and you will soon witness miracles so breathtaking, so astounding, that your very soul will tremble in awe. Your circumstances will bend to my will. Even as you listen to these words, solutions are taking shape, answers are drawing near, and breakthroughs are bursting forth like fruit ripe for the harvest. Lift your head high, for you are not abandoned. You are chosen. Open your heart to the flood of my love, and welcome the streams of divine wisdom that I pour over you. Let your posture be one of humility and gratitude, for it is this very spirit that sets you apart as a vessel of my grace. When fear knocks at your door, remember that I am the source of all truth, and in my truth there is no room for lies, no place for terror. My promise is this: I will heal you, body, mind, and spirit. I will mend the wounds that time and sorrow have carved into your soul. Illness will yield to the authority of my word, and sadness will flee at the sound of my name. I am replacing your pain with joy, joy so deep, so profound, that it cannot be contained. Today I bind up every broken piece of your life, restoring the tapestry of your soul with a beauty greater than before. But know this, my beloved, this journey requires faith. Faith that sees beyond the limits of your eyes. Faith that dares to trust my promises, even when the horizon looks dark. If mountains rise up before you, see by faith the heavenly armies that march beside you, ready to tear down every wall of opposition. If bad news seeks to anchor your heart in despair, let my spirit lift your gaze to the coming dawn. For your best years are not behind you, but ahead. You will not remain in pieces. You will not be defeated, nor condemned to failure. You are destined to live with holy vitality, singing songs of praise that will echo through the corridors of eternity. You will dance again, filled with new life, and you will testify to all who will listen that my love has not only given you a second chance, but an endless supply of new beginnings. Fix your gaze and do not turn back, for the past is no longer a chain that binds you. I stand before you now and forever, leading you along a path of new beginnings, where blessings flow freely into the depths of your soul and into every corner of your life. Trust in me, for I speak only truth. Your prayers have ascended to the heavens, each one a fragrant offering I have received. Rest assured, the answer is already on its way, carried upon the wings of the divine. But prepare your heart, steady your soul, and strengthen your faith, for the journey is at hand. I shall move the mountains, heal the sick, and silence every force that dares rise against my purpose for you. Clothe yourself in gratitude, wear humility like a crown upon your head, for in my presence you must learn to walk by faith, to listen for my voice above the roar of life's storms. If a battle seems before you, know this: the victory is already secured. If legions of darkness assemble, witness how I surround you with my legions of light, each one a mighty warrior whose strength overwhelms every threat. Should discouragement knock upon your door, let my words resound in your heart. This is not the end of your story. You will never stand alone. When the night is at its deepest, and the world seeks to stifle your hope, I will whisper my truth into your soul. Fear not the trials that come, for they are but the soil in which my promise of abundant life will grow. Do not expect destruction, but anticipate my hand in the revival of your spirit, for I have called you to a life overflowing with grace. You will rise above the turmoil and declare to the world that it is my unbounded love that sustains, molds, and frees you, propelling you forward into the brilliance of your destiny. If ever the enemy dares approach, spewing lies about your worth, telling you that you are unworthy, broken, or beyond my reach, let courage burn in your spirit like a flame. Stand tall, lift your hands toward the heavens, and declare to all creation that the one who spun galaxies into being, who rules over the expanse of the universe, has woven promises into the fabric of your life, promises that will and must come to pass. The enemy's threats are empty, his power weak and frail. He trembles at the sight of you standing firm in truth, for he knows he cannot crush a soul I have redeemed, sealed by the blood of the Lamb. Though your eyes may not see it, outside your door there is a spiritual inscription in crimson, marking this home as a dwelling of my beloved child, protected by my almighty hand. This is your reality when you are clothed in faith. The enemy, like a thief caught in the light of day, flees before you. He is the father of lies, whispering distorted half-truths to unsettle your peace, but do not listen. Do not entertain his words. Turn your face toward me, lift your voice, and declare your love for me. Remind me that you still believe every promise I have spoken. Now move forward with boldness, with expectation, to claim the blessings I have set before you on this very day. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel my peace settle over you. Can you sense the shift in the atmosphere? The darkness flees, the anxiety melts, and a holy stillness fills the space where you stand. My spirit surrounds you like a cloak, whispering comfort and hope deep into the corners of your heart. I grant you the right to live fully, not merely to endure, but to thrive in a peace that the world cannot know. Yes, those around you may quake with tension, their voices trembling with fear, but you, my child, are not part of that chaos. You need not carry their burdens. In this sacred space, just you and I, you are free to drink deeply from my calm. In every second of this communion, let my presence linger within you like honey on your lips. You can find me here anytime. At the first light of dawn or in the quiet of the early morning, I will be waiting. My presence never tires, never fades. Even when you feel unsteady, I remain unshaken. Even when you feel unwanted, my heart is filled with delight in you. When you think you cannot go on, I stand ready to fill you with new life. All I ask is that you come, in these precious moments, to be with me, whether to speak your heart or simply to be still and let my love bathe your soul. Here we share secrets that restore your faith. Here we forge a bond that no trial can tear apart. If only you knew how far you have come, how far you have traveled by holding my hand through both storm and sunshine, you would fall to your knees in awe and praise. Mark this day, for it is unlike any other. This is a threshold, a moment of eternal significance. I am pressing my seal upon your heart, an indelible mark that proclaims to all realms, "This one belongs to me." Before the angels and all of creation, I affirm your worth. You are chosen, cherished, and commissioned. No adversary, no destructive force can stand against what I have anointed. No darkness can ever overshadow the brilliance I have placed within you. Let these truths sink deep into your spirit, reshaping your very perspective. When you fully understand the magnitude of my love, you will see that in my presence, all your limitations dissolve. I have poured blessing upon blessing into your life, some visible now, others waiting to be revealed. You will come to know that through my strength, all things are possible. Who dares to challenge you when I have already declared you victorious? You bear my name, you carry my authority. I am with you, always and forever, more than enough to sustain you. You are not some passive observer in the unfolding of this life. No, you are a cherished participant in a grand divine tapestry, intricately woven by my hand. Even when the world around you trembles and falters, my love remains steadfast and unshaken, the strongest force that ever was or will be. It is love that formed you, love that wraps you in its tender embrace, love that protects your dreams from all harm, love that paves the way where there seemed to be no hope. Immerse yourself, soul deep, in this love that is endless and unyielding, and watch with awe as mountains that once seemed immovable crumble before you. Watch as the chains that bound you are broken, as gates of bronze swing open wide, as if the very heavens themselves have yielded to the might of my will. This is not some distant promise, a vague hope for a future time. It is the living, breathing reality of the present moment. I am here, with you now, shaping your path, your destiny, with every heartbeat you take, with every breath you draw. Trust in me. Lean not on your own understanding, and turn a deaf ear to the hollow whispers of the enemy. When you rise, know this: the heavens themselves rejoice. When you call upon my name, I will answer, I will not tarry. I will teach you, gently but firmly, to walk by faith, to see with the eyes of eternity, and to stand unshaken, unyielding, no matter the storm that rages against you. For I am the God who fights for you, who blesses you, who crowns you with love and mercy new every morning. I know the secret shape of your heart, its deepest aches, its tender scars, the silent tears it holds within. I am the Lord your God, the one who formed you, even before you drew your first breath. I am the one who whispers my truth into the deepest recesses of your spirit, even now, in this very moment. Do not, I beg you, compare me to those earthly fathers you have known, who failed you, grew weak in their resolve, or turned away from the sacred bond they once shared with you. Perhaps your father's love was broken, his affection conditional, his presence fleeting when you needed him most. Do not, I say again, measure me by their frail and flawed example. I am different, infinitely different, and I long for you to feel that truth, to have it tremble through your soul like a symphony of grace. Let this knowledge of my love, unwavering and perfect, settle deep in your heart, like the gentle rain that falls upon parched earth, bringing life to all it touches. Stay here with me a little longer. You need not explain yourself, nor apologize for the weight you carry. No need to grasp for words that you think might please me. Just remain with me in the silence, and let the burdens you've borne for so long fall away. Let them trickle from your shoulders like stones tumbling from the edge of a cliff. Feel the tension melt from your muscles as my presence envelops you, fills you, saturates every part of your being. Even as you stand there, breathing me in, know that I am working, lifting the weight from your back, breaking the chains that have held your heart captive, allowing your weary mind to rest in the truth of my endless compassion. When you step back into the world again, when the day calls you to rise, Notice the subtle change that has taken place within you. Your face will reflect a peace that no chaos can shatter, a serenity that no sorrow can uproot. You will walk with lightness, speak with calm, and carry a gentleness that confounds those who knew you before. Where others are tossed in the whirlwind of their own emotions, you will stand firm like a tree planted by the streams of living water, stable, fruitful, unshakable. And I call you to return to this place, to this sacred moment, every morning as the first light of dawn touches the horizon. Let me fill you once more, pouring my love into your soul like a river that flows endlessly from the heart of eternity. For I have always been there, even in those seasons when you could not see my hand, when the deserts of your life stretched barren and dry before you, when the sun beat down upon your soul and you thought you would perish from thirst. In those times, I caused water to spring forth from places you thought would never yield. And in the valleys of sorrow, when darkness threatened to swallow you whole, I was there, steadying you, holding you close, guiding you through the storm. Again and again I have rescued you from corners that seemed beyond escape, from trials that seemed too great to bear. Do not be deceived by the things you cannot yet understand. Resist the temptation to let doubt fester in your heart like a wound that refuses to heal. Instead, let gratitude rise within you, becoming a shield that guards your soul against the enemy's lies. For if not for my watchful care, you would have fallen long ago. It is my love that has kept you standing through the fiercest storms. I know, beloved, that trust does not come easily to you. Your heart is tender, bruised, raw from the weight of wounds that run deep. The thought of allowing love to enter again causes you to flinch, for you have been surrounded by those who claim to care, but whose love was nothing but a mask to hide the hidden trap set to rob you of something precious. They taught you to view love as a weapon, something to guard against, not as a refuge, a safe haven. But I tell you now, the anger and sorrow that have twisted themselves around your heart were never meant to stay there. They were never meant to define you. You were not created for bitterness, for fear, for this weariness that has become a constant companion. You were never meant to carry these burdens. They were never yours to bear. Rise, O weary soul, and greet the dawn, for it is I who stands ever near, ready to lift the weight that burdens your heart. I offer you a vision anew, a sight beyond the confines of this fleeting world, a way of seeing that unveils beauty in the smallest of things, revealing my tender hand upon every blessing. Open your eyes to perceive my fingerprints in the winds that blow and the rays of sunlight that warm your skin, for in each you will find goodness, even in the places where your heart least expects it. Yet still, your spirit wrestles against the truth, clinging to the lie that you can walk alone, that no help is needed. I see it now, the inner protest, the silent defiance that stirs within you, the belief that you are enough in your own strength. But let me show you, dear one, what the eye of flesh cannot see. Deep within you lies a soul scarred, wounds both old and new, their shadows shaping how you view the world, how you see yourself. Yet I come to you with healing that touches not just the body, but the very essence of who you are. I bring balm for your mind, comfort for your heart, and restoration to every hidden corner of your being. I will silence the restless whispers that say you are unworthy of love. I will calm the storms that rage within, quenching the fires of anger, soothing the doubts that cloud your peace. Like a masterful artist, I will refine you, shaping your raw edges, molding you into the likeness of the person I always meant for you to be. My peace will flow into your brokenness like golden light flooding a room long sealed in darkness, warming your spirit and healing your wounds. This moment, beloved, is not by chance. You are hearing my voice now because I have chosen, in this very instant, to speak life into your existence. A miracle, vast and wondrous, is unfolding before you, tailored to your deepest needs, preparing to spring forth in your life and in the lives of those you hold dear. Imagine, if you will, the tenderness of my touch upon your lips, my divine presence warming your words, softening them, until they carry life where once they bore the poison of bitterness. No longer shall words of despair and hurt pass from your mouth, but instead, words of blessing, of healing, of hope. You will speak with power, declaring life even over barren places, and where once despair ruled, hope shall take root. Though you may not yet understand the depth of what I offer, though you may feel unworthy, uncertain, let me reassure you, my love for you is unwavering. It does not falter, it does not grow weak. My promises to you stand unbroken, regardless of what your past holds or the trials you have faced. Each new day is a testament to my mercy, each breath a call to trust me anew. Look for me, like the gardener seeks the first signs of spring, and you will see how I renew you. I cause flowers of hope to bloom where once only thorns of pain grew. And with each passing day, step by step, I will be there, waiting with arms wide to enfold you in my embrace once more. Hear me now, beloved child, for I speak to the very depths of your heart. I know the road you have traveled. I have felt every tremor of your soul, seen every tear fall silently in the dark. You wonder how it is you still stand, how it is you have endured the storms, both those within and those that rage about you. Know this, it is I, the Lord, who made you, who breathed life into you, and who has never once left your side. I have stood watch over your life, guarding the doorway of your destiny, shielding you from unseen snares, whispering truth into your spirit when all other voices tried to drown me out. You may have thought yourself unworthy of my presence, ashamed of your failures, or fearful that your past has rendered you too broken for my love. Yet my love for you is not fragile, not fleeting. It is a wellspring that flows endlessly toward you, untainted by your flaws, unbound by your mistakes. I have chosen to remain with you, not in spite of who you are, but because of who you are to me. You are a precious treasure, carefully crafted with purpose, beloved beyond measure, and you are still here, still breathing, because my faithfulness sustains you. Hear me now. I have never once faltered, never once turned my face away from you. Yes, you have suffered, and your heart has shattered under the weight of grief. But look at where you stand now. Though you may feel weary, you are stronger than before. What you perceive as lost opportunities, I have used to protect you, to steer you away from dangers you could not see. I have pruned away the things that might have harmed you, separated you from those who wore kindness as a mask while harboring hidden agendas. I have shielded you from the fleeting illusions that would have bound your spirit. Your feet have not faltered, but have been guided through paths of trials and triumphs, each step shaping you, refining you, preparing you for a destiny greater than you can yet imagine. My ways are not your ways, and my plans stretch beyond the horizons of your sight, stretching beyond the limits of your understanding. Do not fight this truth. Instead, let it be the foundation of your peace. Speak it. Declare it with your heart open wide. God's purpose surpasses all. His wisdom is beyond compare. Write it upon the tablets of your soul. Let it weave into every fiber of your being. The things I have withheld from you were never a punishment. They were a cloak of protection, a loving embrace, guiding you toward a future that surpasses the narrow dreams you once held so dearly. It is time now to let go of the past, to stop chasing shadows of what could have been, to cease replaying memories that no longer belong to you. Lift your gaze toward the future I have been tenderly preparing for you. A future that blooms and flourishes from the seed of your faith. Trust in me and watch as I open doors that once seemed locked behind insurmountable walls. Even the desires buried deep within your heart, the dreams that were forgotten beneath layers of doubt, they are not mere figments of fantasy. They were planted by me, like seeds in the soil, waiting for the perfect season to burst forth in magnificent bloom. As you surrender to my will, I will breathe upon these dreams, and they will sprout with life and blessing. And in that moment, when the fullness of my purpose comes to fruition, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it was my hand that orchestrated it all. I long to surprise you with my goodness, to overwhelm you with my mercy, to show you how deeply you are cherished, how immeasurable my love is for you. Look at me and feel my love pouring into your soul, washing over you like the warm glow of the morning sun. I am here, placing my hand gently upon your head, calming the storms that rage within you. Let the warmth of my presence melt away the chains of worry, the heavy burdens of pain, and the lingering ache of old wounds. You need no longer carry the weight of bitterness or regret. Surrender them to me, and in return, I will fill you with a peace that transcends all understanding, a peace that the world cannot give. A time of revival is upon you. A season of abundance is drawing near. Can you feel it? The barren land of your life is about to flourish. Fruit will hang heavy from branches that once seemed dead, and I will reset the rhythm of your journey, strengthening your legs to run with faith toward what lies ahead. Open your heart, embrace what I am pouring out, and speak your faith aloud to me. Declare that you trust in my every promise and feel the assurance that I have bound myself to you in an eternal covenant of love. I do not lie, nor do I change like the shifting shadows of the passing day. My words are unshakable, and my truth stands firm. Even now, as you pause to listen, I am infusing your soul with a peace so deep, so pure, that it calms every fear and fills your heart with sweetness that can only come from my holy love. Do you feel it? My oil of blessing flows over you like warm honey, smoothing away the jagged edges of doubt and worry, dissolving the fears that have clung to your spirit. This is your moment. Be still and let my gentle voice echo through your soul. Come closer to me. Do not linger at the edge of the river, but step in. Let the cool, cleansing waters wash over your feet. Feel the refreshing current that carries my blessing, not danger. Wade deeper, until the waters reach your knees, then your waist, until you are fully immersed in the healing stream. Let go of the burdens that you have carried, the pain that has clung to you through the days. Surrender it all, and as you sink deeper into these healing waters, let your spirit be at rest. When you can stand no longer, let yourself float in my arms. I have a vessel waiting for you, a boat of mercy and purpose. Come aboard, and I will carry you toward the horizon of my perfect will, where crowns of honor await those who have endured with faith, those who have resisted the schemes of the enemy and held fast to me without wavering. Yes, you are mine, forever and always. Do you know the value you hold in my eyes? It is beyond measure. In my presence you are treasured beyond words. I know the struggles that weigh upon you, the nights filled with restless questions, the doubts that swirl like stormy winds in your mind. Take heart, my beloved, for I will quiet those cries. I will strengthen you so powerfully that those who witness your transformation will stand in awe. You will testify that it was not by chance, nor by your own strength, but by my sovereign hand that you were lifted above every trial. So do not resist my invitation. Yield your soul to me. Let my words echo through the chambers of your mind, filling the empty spaces with memories of my faithfulness. Remember the times when I delivered you from darkness, when I shielded you from harm, and when I pulled you from the jaws of despair. Recall how I intervened when all hope seemed lost, how I clothed you in my mercy and restored your soul. I long to decorate the walls of your heart with these reminders, so that as you walk forward, step by step on the path I have prepared, you will carry with you the stories of my love, my protection, my unwavering faithfulness. In my presence, there is always love, always healing, and always the promise of abundant blessings. Move forward, beloved, with a faith that silences your fears, a faith that saturates your future with hope. Rest in the assurance that I watch over you, that I delight in you, and that each new day brings you closer to the fullness of my promise. Your prayers stir my heart. The tenderness of your soul moves me to acts of mercy. There are depths in my heart that you have yet to understand, and I yearn to reveal them to you, for you are not like the many who wander through life blind to the wonders that I have hidden, mysteries woven into the fabric of existence itself. There are truths that are mine alone to give, reserved for you, because I see the fierce faith that burns within you, a fire kindled not by circumstance, but by a steadfastness that cannot be shaken. Humble, yes, but unyielding in your devotion. When you come before me, it is not with half-heartedness. No, you come with a sincerity so pure that it touches me beyond measure, a faithfulness that spills into the way you live, the quiet decisions you make in secret moments when no one is watching. Your integrity speaks louder than words ever could. The seeds of my promises, once planted deep within the soil of your soul, are now blooming, their fruits ripening under the warmth of my love. Do you doubt that these things are meant for you? Do you wonder if the winds of fate have overlooked your name? But hear me now. This message is for you alone. No mere coincidence, but an appointment I arranged before time began. An intimate conversation between your heart and mine. Take my words and hold them close, child, for I speak with all the might of heaven's will. Do not allow doubt to steal what I offer, nor let skepticism tarnish the truth I proclaim. My love for you is grander than any earthly throne, more powerful than the mightiest forces of nature, and more enduring than the eternal mountains. I am your eternal Father, your constant guide, and the friend who will never leave your side. From the moment you first breathed in the air of this world, to the last breath you shall take, I have been, I am now, and I always will be near to you. You stand on the edge of a great and magnificent unfolding. Your eyes cannot yet see the fullness of what lies ahead, but I tell you with confidence, a treasure trove of blessings waits for you. Gifts prepared with such care, each one destined to unfold at the perfect moment, revealing the divine purpose written in the stars, just for you. You may wonder, why me, Lord? And I answer, because I love you with a love that cannot be measured, a love that seeks only your highest good. This love is eternal, it is unbreakable, and it is yours, always. But know this, your heart has grown. It has matured in wisdom and strength, softened in the right places and hardened in others. And now, in this moment, you are ready to receive the fullness of all that I have set aside for you. I am pouring into you a strength from the heavens, a resilience that defies the logic of the world. You will stand firm when all else crumbles, for you are now filled with a supernatural might that no earthly power can comprehend. Your mind, once clouded, is now filled with wisdom beyond measure, and those around you will gaze in awe, questioning the source of the insight that flows from your lips. And yet, I will give you more. Challenges will come, opportunities disguised as trials, and though they may seem daunting at first, know that these are not stumbling blocks. No, they are stepping stones leading you higher, lifting you to a place you have never dreamed, a place where you will see and know me more fully. Every obstacle, every test, brings you closer to the summit of your spiritual ascent. And at that summit, you will find the abundance I have promised you, wholeness for your family, health for your children, provision for your table, stability in your work, and the clearing away of every burden that once weighed you down. Wait, child, be patient. My blessings will not come all at once, like a crashing wave, but will unfold slowly, like a tapestry woven in the secret places of my will. Every thread will reveal a part of my grand design. You must change how you view your obstacles. Cast aside the lies of defeat that have plagued your heart. There is no chain that can bind you, no wall that can contain you, no darkness that can smother the flame of your faith. You are mine, and I have elevated you to a new level of trust, a new understanding of the power I have placed within you. And yet, I ask that you walk in wisdom, rise each morning with joy that courses through your veins, meet every trial with courage and steadfastness. Know this: you are never alone. You are enveloped in my love, shielded by my presence, guided by my hand. I long to pour out upon you blessings that overflow every boundary, blessings that exceed all you have known. Picture yourself stepping into the rushing river of my spirit, its waters clear and living, washing away the remnants of your fear, saturating your heart, renewing your mind. Even now, as you take in these words, my love expands within you, showing you its immeasurable, boundless nature. From this moment, a holy spark ignites within your soul, a revival so pure and bright it cannot be contained. Your prayers and praises ascend to my throne, and in response, I send waves of blessings to restore your spirit, rekindle your joy, and renew your strength. Doubt no longer, child, but stand firm in the truth that my love for you is not only real, but powerful enough to change everything. Speak these words aloud: I believe, and wrap your heart in the courage that I provide. Confront every trial without fear. Let no voice of pessimism rattle the peace I have established in you. Look around you. Many chase after fleeting happiness, spinning in circles, seeking joy in empty opinions and hollow promises. They may mock your faith, laugh at your trust, but you have chosen a different path. You have clung to my promises, even when the night seemed long and dark. For this, I honor you. And now, I pledge again, I will never leave you. I will never abandon you. Day and night I will stand guard over you, protecting you from enemies seen and unseen. I am deeply concerned for your inner world, for the peace that resides there. It is my greatest joy to guide you into the fullness of the life I have prepared for you. Oh, how deeply I yearn for you, my beloved, to immerse your heart and mind in the fullness of my truth. I long to fill your thoughts with the light of my holy word, to anchor your dreams and desires in the wisdom of my counsel. I care dearly that your plans align with my will, for in that alignment, in the surrender of your will to mine, lies the true prosperity of your soul. Do not measure prosperity by the fleeting riches of this world, for though I shall provide for all your needs, I call you to understand that prosperity is far more than mere material gain. It is the complete wholeness of your being, bathed in the divine favor that flows from my love. Do not allow the voices of the world to press upon you, pushing you to act out of fear or the desperate longing for approval. I am calling you to something far greater, a path where wisdom flourishes and peace fills your soul. In the stillness of your heart, turn toward me and seek my voice in the quiet moments we share. There, my child, I will illuminate the way before you, not a path to mere success, but a way to a life of abundance, rich in meaning and purpose. Let not the whispers of failure, those stale voices of defeat, find a place in your thoughts. Understand this timeless truth. You are cradled in my eternal love, a love that is unyielding, that will prove itself mighty in your life, lifting you above every trial and tribulation. Do you know, my child, how deeply you are cherished? Do you understand the immeasurable worth I have placed upon your life? Let this truth fill you with boldness. Let it transform you from within until fear no longer has dominion over your decisions. Let courage rise up within you like rivers of living water, and let it flow through every fiber of your being. Immerse yourself in my word, for hidden within its pages are treasures of wisdom, promises of divine guidance that will light your path. No longer will you stumble in the dark uncertainty of your own understanding, for with my promises as your guide, you will walk in victory. I cover you, my beloved, with my protective love, steadfast and nurturing. I infuse you with strength that will enable you to leap over every obstacle, to shatter chains of limitation, to stand tall before every adversary, both seen and unseen. What more could you desire than the assurance that the Lord of all creation is on your side? Bring me your doubts, your deepest fears, and lay them before me, for I am listening. I long for my will to bloom in your life like a lush, fruitful garden, bearing fruit in every season. I desire that my power be so real, so tangible in your daily life, that those who observe you will have no doubt that I am moving in your behalf. Together we shall shape your destiny, not as mere happenstance, but as something extraordinary. You, my child, are not just a recipient of blessings, but a chosen instrument, a vessel through which my healing power will flow to a broken world. Begin where you are, in the place where your influence is most profound, your home. Let it become a sacred space, a sanctuary where scarcity yields to abundance, where the fog of poverty lifts and vanishes, replaced by the certainty that I, the Lord, am your provider. The emotional wounds that once seemed beyond healing will fade away, soothed by my love. Old grudges and bitterness will crumble beneath the weight of forgiveness, making room for compassion and understanding to take root. Your family will rediscover joy, like an old friend long forgotten, and your home will shine as a refuge of peace, a beacon of my faithfulness. And from this place of restoration, my blessings will ripple outwards, touching lives beyond your walls. Do you see it now? Do you feel the weight of what I am doing in your life? Be brave, my beloved. Do not succumb to trembling. Lift your voice in praise and proclaim my grace, for it is this grace that redeems and transforms. Let those around you know that the blessings they see in your life are not the result of chance or luck, but the direct gift of my hand. Encourage them to recognize the good that surrounds them, to cherish the gifts I have given them, and to never forget the giver. If they truly desire to see their futures reshaped and their destinies elevated, they must acknowledge me in all their endeavors, placing me at the center of their hearts. I'm here now, my child, hovering near, waiting for your response. I have spoken promises over you, promises of hope and destiny. It is time to step into your rightful place, to carry my glory into every corner of your life. As you move forward, remember, you are never alone, never without my guidance, never beyond the reach of my hand. Let these words strengthen your faith and ignite a conviction in you that my power is more